Earth's twin planet, Antichon of the ancient Greeks, behind the Sun. They called it Antichon, the twin planet of Earth. Antichon is a body in the solar system with a mass equal to that of the Earth, the existence of which was postulated by the Greek philosopher Philolaus in his non-geocentric cosmological model, in which all bodies in the universe revolve around a central fire, that is the Sun. And according to Philolaus and the Pythagoreans, since the planets were composed of ethereal matter with little or no density, Antichon, this anti-Earth, which was composed of the same materials as the planet Earth, balancing the center of equilibrium of the universe. Philolaus of Croton, who lived between 470 BC to 385 BC, originally from Croton or Taranto in southern Italy, was a contemporary of Socrates and is considered the founder of the theory on numbers of the Pythagorean philosophers. The Pythagorean Philolaus was later a teacher and a successor of the Pythagorean Brotherhood, and according to Aetius, Philolaus argued that the Earth is not at the center of the spherical universe, where he placed, like all Pythagoreans, the central fire. Around it revolves in order Antichon, Earth, Moon, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the sphere of fixed stars, or according to Philolaus, Olympus bordering the external or supreme fire, which reached to the limits of the universe. Philolaus' views were challenged by his opponents due to the impossibility of observing the central fire. From his system, we see that the elimination of those elements, central fire, Antichon, whose existence is attributed to general metaphysical beliefs, while the idea of a moving and or rotating Earth is not completely rejected, some members of the Pythagoreans continue to support cosmic systems based on the idea of a moving, rotating Earth. Consider that a certain type of Earth movement was sufficient to interpret at least qualitatively the basic celestial phenomena. And gradually the need arises to search for new geometric models, which will arise through mathematical calculations and not through simple observations, which will not only be able to reproduce the qualitative characteristics of the apparent orbits of the planets, but will also be able to serve for calculating the positions of a planet at a given time. And let's keep in mind the ancient Greeks and their Antikythera device. They were able to calculate the movements of stars and also constellations. Why would they need to accurately know the movement of stars, the solar eclipse, lunar eclipses, and even the constellations? I asked my son this, and he said, maybe, Mom, they had nothing better to do. I said, are you kidding me? They had to do that because they needed to do that for some very specific reason, having to do with the stars. Let's remember Pythagoras says he was taught all the secrets of astronomy and maths by an Atlantean extraterrestrial. But going back to this, in Greek antiquity, the Pythagorean philosopher, especially Philolaus, as Aristotle mentions in his book On the Sky, believed that the Sun, the Moon, and the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, within the sphere of the planets, moved around a central point of fire, which they called the central fire or hearth of the universe, but which was not visible. Thus, in total, 9 movements of celestial bodies were seen, and he counts the Sun as being a celestial body. However, because numbers were at the time the only true realities for the Pythagoreans, images of numbers also constituted various bodies, but also because the number 10 was a sacred number for them, as the sum of the first 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. From this, they believed that those moving around the home, the hearth, should also be 10. That is, that there is another planet, similar to our Earth, which traces the 10th orbit. And they call this planet Antichon. And the Pythagorean philosophers believed that it is in a position opposite to the Earth in relation to the home of the universe, as a result of which it is not visible. Could they also be referring to Planet X? However, the students of Philolaus, Icatus, and Ekphantus rejected the ideas about Antichon, the Earth's twin that is. However, the ancients also called the southern hemisphere of our planet Antichon, roughly in the current sense of the antipodes, the ends of the Earth's diameter. Today we know of 9 planets in our solar system, of which 3, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, are invisible to the naked eye. The Pythagoreans, however, spoke of 10: Zeus, Mars, Mercury, Earth, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, and Antichon, the Earth's twin. Antichon is described as a planet that moves in the same orbit as the Earth, at the same speed, but at the other end of the Earth-Sun diameter, and therefore is never visible to us. It's always behind the Sun. Antichon, anti-Earth. And a little while ago we took photos from the spacecraft RTS 4458 that depicts an exoplanet, a planet that has not been discovered and may host life behind the solar corona. After analyzing the spectra emitted by this planet, it was named Planet X. We found that it is composed of exactly the same elements that the Earth is composed of. It's in planet 10, Planet X. Its distance from the Sun was measured at 115 million kilometers, exactly the same as the distance between the Earth and the Sun. That's 93 million miles, resulting in it having exactly the same orbit as the Earth. This is the reason we have not been able to see it until now. It is a twin planet of Earth. And also we received spacecraft from the spacecraft RTS 4458. A mechanical structure is clearly visible at the south planetary pole, which connects Planet X to the Sun via laser beams. Our guess is that this is how it supplies it with energy. And if this is proven, it is irrefutable evidence that we are not alone in the universe. There is extraterrestrial life much closer to us than we thought. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.